Hey, it was good, y'all. I know reason like a few days ago, I posted a video talking about like the Black Lives Matter cops and all this, and you know, it's unfortunate the world we live in is another day, another tragedy. You know, what now with um, the cops in Baton Rouge and everything. Condolences to those families. Senseless violence once again. But I'm really I'm it's been at the point where I felt like I needed to separate myself away from social media because I fall into the trap of doing a lot of the same things that a lot of other people do. Um, but I try to educate myself before I rush to judgment or speak on a lot of things. Um, I'm opinionated, and I don't have a problem speaking my mind or voicing my opinion, but I try to be as educated as possible on the things that I post. For the most part, if I'm not posting something about my son or just something silly or random. But it's really starting to infuriate me with the things that I see on my timeline and the comments that people make, and all the race. If it's not just blatantly racist, there's a lot of racial undertones and overtones in the stuff that people are posting, man. And it's just sad, man. I don't think that a lot of white people are getting it. Because as soon as somebody says anything about caring about black people or Black Lives Matter or anything like that, the narrative is immediately switches to black on black crime or all lives matter or cops lives, blue lives matter and things like that, which is true. But everybody on my timeline, everybody on my Facebook, my friends list, excuse me, is an adult. And I want to assume that all adults have common sense. And that's probably my first mistake. Because Black Lives Matter, not that I'm a part of the movement where I'm protesting and laying out in the middle of the streets. No, I'm not doing that. But Black lives do matter to me. And Black Lives Matter to me has absolutely, my common sense tells me Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that all other lives don't matter. Because the same people that support Black Lives Matter do not want to see police officers being killed for absolutely no reason, regardless of what's going on in the community. Common sense would tell me that. But I hear a lot of people saying that Black Lives Matter is preaching hatred and all this other stuff because these cops are getting killed. Like I said, that's the last thing that I want to see. The absolute worst decision is to kill police officers or anybody to be. All of this hatred is just senseless, and this violence is senseless, period. But all of these people that get on my timeline that say they aren't racist or have any racist thoughts, all of these people are quick to jump on their Facebook and pray for these cops and pray for their families and pray for this place and pray for that place and change your profile picture and all this other stuff to pray for this and pray for that. Now, one of these people are changing their profile pictures or saying pray for this young man that lost his life, this unarmed individual that was shot. Not one person is doing that has Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, and all this other stuff. Like I said, I'll repeat it again. I am 1000% behind police officers. They have a job to do. If somebody's committing a crime, they need to be arrested and go to jail. That's what jail was set up for. But I'm not also going to sit here and act like a lot of these police officers are making mistakes. See, the thing about it is, the good cops are the ones that should be upset, because the ones that are out here making mistakes and the ones that are actually races or policing communities that they've never lived in or never even been around African and black people before, those are the ones that y'all need to be worried about. Y'all should be more worried about the way they make you look than the way y'all try to say the media is doing this. No, the media is not doing that. The media can't tell me what's in people's heart. White people were so quick to tell black people to get over slavery. That was so long ago. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You need to get over it. No, that's not how this works. Because a lot of those things that were implemented and implanted in black people, these Africans' heads, still have ramifications. That's the way the country is still run today. Yes, there's not slavery anymore, but black people have been trying to play catch up for centuries in this country. Centuries. The psychological damage that was done to our people, our culture, it's already been set in and ingrained. We need to find a way to empower each other, love each other, help each other. Black folks, we need to love on each other. No more self-hatred. And coming together does not mean you're against anybody else. We just need to empower each other the way other cultures empower each other to achieve. It's not going to be easy. The way this country was set up, white people made themselves, they made themselves the superior race in this country. When they're still teaching in schools to our children that Christopher Columbus discovered America and the Native American, like, they came over here with people already here looking for India and start calling these people Indians. And we still call them Indians to this day. How does that work? Why is that okay? Those people are not Indians. Why are they called that? This country was built on the backs of black people through slavery. Built in this country on the backs and blood, sweat, and lives of Africans, black people. But everybody just wants, like, oh, get over it. It's so long ago, you know. No, don't get over it. Because all of this stuff I'm watching on TV, at this convention and everything else, Western civilization, and what did these other people, what cultures contribute to this country? Are you serious? That's the problem. I know a lot of white people. I love a lot of white people that I associate with and I consider friends. But I know what black people talk about in this house, I have no idea what white people talk about in their homes to their children. Because that's the only way this racism thing will stop. When you got people in the government and everything else still using that type of rhetoric, spewing that type of hatred in a fancy way of going around it, what can I do with that? They have power because they have money and stature. But we have power in our own homes with our own children. No one is born to hate or be a bigot. No one is not. That's not natural. So it only tells me that when people are around their families, this is what my son had to go through it at 4 years old. With another parent telling his daughter not to be around, to not play with him anymore because he was black. Kids see color, but they don't see race. So now that little girl has to go through life with those parents preaching that type of hatred or dislike towards another race. Kids should know race. Everybody recognizes differences. They see brown, they see white and yellow or whatever else. We don't teach our son that. We have to change it for the future. We control what we tell our children. But I'm not going to sit back and allow people to discredit black people and try to pin anything that a black person does as, oh, that's part of the Black Lives Matter movement. They hate cops. No, we hate bad cops that are killing unarmed individuals or people that didn't deserve to be killed because of whatever crime they were committing. Yeah, I don't care if these people were committing crimes. That's as an officer, this is your job to go in and take this suspect into custody and take him to jail and let him go through due process and be prosecuted and whatever and go to jail. That's fine with me. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. I have no problem with that. But to just sit here and kill someone for a crime that did not even the sentence wouldn't be the death penalty. That's not your job. Your job is not to go through and murder people. That's not what a cop is. That's not what you sign up for. Cops are trained. They spend so much time training with guns and so much less time in the classroom about de-escalation. How about y'all start working on that? I'm off my soapbox, man. It's just like all of the stuff that I'm hearing and I'm seeing is really disheartening, man. It's really scary because it seems like everyone is picking sides. I don't have a side. My side is love. I love everybody. I want to. I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate white people. I love black. No, it's not like that. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. That's the definition of racism. When you just hate somebody or dislike somebody and generalize a whole race of people or population, that's racism. I'm not going to call all Muslim people terrorists. I'm not going to say all white people hate black people. It wouldn't be true. But somehow black people, like, I'm done. This video is mad long. But, you know, this stuff is striking a nerve with me. Alright, man. I love y'all. I'm out.